Namaste, beautiful. Welcome to practice. So this is not going to be a full practice. This is a piece of a full practice, and this is actually quite toward the end. So I've already, at this point, put up the beginning pieces, and this is basically the end, and then after this, then we will, when we do the full thing, we will close with the Ashtanga closing sequence, and that will be it. So if you are happening upon this and you have not done anything to warm up yet, most bodies will need to warm up before doing what we're about to do. So we have finished already the peak strength part, and now we're going even deeper into the stretching and mobility part. Yeah, so this does require quite a bit of flexibility, so know that. All right, okay. So I'm just going to start, for the purpose of this, in downward dog, I guess. So to get to the floor, then we're just going to take an inhale and come up into a three-legged dog, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to come all the way into a split on the right side. And so for our split, for Hanumanasana, then ideally we have our hips square here. I do not think that splits are something that we need to be super obsessed with our alignment, unless you do care about just simply doing it properly and getting the proper benefits, right? So the purpose of keeping the hips square is that it's really opening up that back hip flexor and really getting the stretch that we want on our front hamstring. Yeah, so we want our shoulders to be square, our hips to be as square as possible. And so for the purpose of this, we will just be going into the split, and I don't know exactly, probably just hold for about 5-ish breaths, maybe 10. We're gonna do it twice, so probably 5 each time. And so then from split, we're going to come around and we're going to grab the left foot, and from here we're going into seated compass. So we're going to be holding the left leg. We can rock it back and forth to prepare the hips to open up a bit more if we want to. And then going into compass, so we're taking the right hand, we're grabbing hold of the left foot, we're taking the left hand and we are threading it through underneath the left leg, and then we're straightening the left leg and coming into compass. And so we're going to hold this here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, we're going to take it back. So we're going to take it into our reverse plank with the leg up. Okay? So we take, so our left hand, we're going to really use to be holding the left leg up. And then our right hand is just parallel to the left. And then we're going to lift the hips up as we come into this reverse plank. Yeah? And so pulling the hips up as much as we can and looking back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we come down. And from here, we're just going to go back the way that we came in. So we're going to bring the left foot back into a kind of split-ish position. And then we're going to come up, reach the right foot up, and reach it down. My mirror's in the way, I think. And then lift the left foot up, and then we just go on to the other side. So right now what we're preparing for is foot behind the head. Okay? So again, we have our split. La-da-da. And so I just kind of want to make us even, so hold for about, I was talking for a while. And the other side, my left leg is also always a bit tighter than my right. So nice to hold on the left side. Yeah. Okay. And then again, we're coming into our seated compass. So we're taking the right leg and we're hugging it, and then I can rock it like a baby to get that hip flexor open, maybe get that nice butt stretch here, which let me tell you, when we do the full practice, we're gonna need this butt stretch. I know that because I just did it 2 days in a row. Okay, take the right foot with the left hand, and then we're gonna thread the right arm underneath the right leg, and then straighten the leg, coming into compass, looking over to the left, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're coming back into that reverse plank. So taking the hand, bringing it slightly behind the butt, taking the left hand so it's parallel, and then lifting up the hips, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop down. Bring the right foot back, tap the back toes, and inhale the left foot up. Don't kick your mirror, you just cleaned it. Exhale, the left foot comes down. And then we're going to repeat, but this time we're going to bring the foot behind the head instead of compass. Okay? So inhale brings the right foot up. Exhale, coming into our split. And maybe this time we want to reach back and we want to take a little back bend here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we release, and we take the left foot, and we hug it, and now we're going to foot behind the head. So, you kind of just have to go for foot behind the head, right? So you can be here, and you can make sure that like your hip is open by rocking it, and then you're gonna lift up the foot. Same thing, bring the shoulder in front and then just hook it. Okay, so you can have it so it's kind of more over here. You can have it so it's closer to your knee. Just kind of find what feels best. There's going to be slightly different sensations, the different ways that you do it, right? And then, so from here, we are going to go into our little reverse plank. So in some ways it's kind of easier because you have your head holding your leg here, so you don't need to hold it with the hand. All right, and then we lift up and we're in our reverse plank. And we hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And drop the butt down. And take the, you know what? Let's not be lazy. Let's do it as if we're doing Ashtanga intermediate series. Let's bring the right foot up, lift the butt up, and now, well, you can shoot it all the way back, or you can come into a flying split and drop the right foot. And now we're going to lift the left leg and come into the left side. Beautiful. All right. And if we want to take the back bend, we can go ahead and do that. Okay. Taking our back bend. 1. Oh. So to get the reverse grip, I think I just probably grabbed it with a pointed toe, but it can be easier if you reach back and grab the flexed foot. So you're kind of grabbing the whole foot, and then as you bring the elbow up toward the ceiling, then point the foot. Yeah? And then hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release the foot. And bring it to the front. Hold on to the right leg. Give it a little rock. This now is going behind the head. For some weird reason, this is the only thing in my body that my right side feels less open than the left. And so I always wonder if there's maybe more happening almost on the side that's not behind the head. Anyway. Okay, so we take the foot and we pull it behind the head. We push back hard with the head, right? So if we're not pushing back with the head, then we might fall forward. But if we really, really, really make sure that we're pushing back, then we can hold our foot here. Yeah? And so then we take our hands and we place them down. And we lift the butt up, we come into our reverse plank, and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and drop it down. Oh, right. Bring the left foot up. This is not what I did yesterday. Lift the butt. And I like to go into flying split from here. And then bring the left toe down. And then we're going to, oops, then we're going to bring the right foot up. And let's, from here, come into pigeon. Okay, so then we're going to lift the left leg up. And I'm going to press the left foot toward the glutes. So really enjoying this opportunity to stretch out our, and we can have this hand here if you want, to stretch out the left quads. This practice in full is quite intense on the entire body, so we really want to make sure that we are stretching deeply at the end. Okay? And so we don't do too much back bending in the practice, so I want you to listen to your body when it comes to the next pose from here. So you can go into mermaid. Mermaid should feel nice on the back. It should also feel nice on the triceps, which probably need a bit of a stretch here. And maybe even more for the purpose of the tricep stretch than anything else, we might want to from here go into our king pigeon. So I like to go and grab a hold of my foot with my right hand from here, and then I'll move into the king pigeon. But you can also do it the way that we did it with the split, so that you reach back with the left hand with the flexed foot and then rotate it that way. Yeah? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's come out. And find our half pigeon here. So we have our front foot, so it is either parallel to the knee or it can be in toward the hip if that feels better in your body. You can choose your variation. I like it this way. I like how it feels in my butt. Okay, and then really enjoying this, exhaling forward over the right leg. If you'd like to go deeper, you can bring the left arm underneath and bring the left shoulder to the floor and take the right arm and reach it over toward the left hip. I'm going to take the straight version because on the other side, because of my ankle injury, it hurts to do that. And I like to be even. And also I often forget that and then I'm uneven. So taking this time to breathe into any tension that you feel anywhere in the body, which in this particular pose might be your glutes, your back, your hamstrings, your hips. And with your exhale, try your best to release the tension and to just use your mind to release it, to relax. All right, and let's inhale and come up. And I'm going to tuck the back toe and inhale, stretch the right foot up to the ceiling, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, bring the left foot up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it into our pigeon position. Inhale, bring the back foot up. Exhale, push it toward the glutes. Really enjoying this stretch of the glutes here. I am watching people take a really awkward photo right now. Okay, and let's come into our mermaid. So let's at least stop in the mermaid, even if we are going into our king pigeon from here, because I really like the way it feels on the tricep. And holding. Is it raining? Looks like there's a little bit of rain on the window. I think it might be possible to see in the window more than usual because I am actually using a video light today because I'm doing a different angle that you can't see the video light in the window. Even more people than usual are looking up. Alright, let's go into king pigeon. So you can either reach back with the left hand or you can reverse your grip and grab the flexed foot and then bring it into king pigeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. So yesterday when I did the entire practice, I didn't take king pigeon. I only went into the mermaid. So yeah, really just pay attention to what your body wants to do. Because again, it's not the most back-bending, heart-opening of practices. Okay? And taking our half pigeon that we deserve so much and folding it forward. Inhaling to find any tension and exhaling to release it. Okay. I feel like I could stay here forever, but let's go ahead and come up. Tuck the back toes. Place the hands. Inhale, reach the back foot up. And exhale, bring it back down. Alright, so that's that for now. And then from there we will go into the Ashtanga closing sequence, which if you know, you can do now if you want to. If you don't, I'm about to make a video where I teach it. Assuming I have enough space left on my card, as I have already filled an entire memory card today, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, anyway, I hope that was helpful, and at least as far as when we put the entire thing together, which I'm very excited for. So hopefully you are too. That should be up soon because I only have one piece left before the full thing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for being here, for allowing me to guide you, for allowing me to share my practice with you. This is a really exciting one. With so much love. Namaste.